Hi folks, I'm a bit off center today because I have something to show you. Unfortunately, nothing good. This was put out last week, I believe, by the Women's and Newborn Health Clinic at Westmead Hospital in Western Sydney in New South Wales. And this is a real document that they really put out. They really put it out there. What you need to know about a cesarean birth. As a rough guide, by the age of 80 years, 20% of women will have had surgery for their pelvic floor problems. And that's true, and that's good. So far, we're good. Important issue, affects a lot of women. It's not good. Cool. Some women are very anxious about pelvic floor problems. Yeah, because who likes peeing themselves in public? In every aspect of our lives, we must make decisions based on how likely there will be a problem, which is not technically grammatically correct, but not what we're here for, and how serious it may be if that problem occurs. And that's I think that's a little condescending, but again, not what we're here for. What we're here for is the next bit. For example, the risk of developing urinary incontinence after vaginal birth is like the risk of your child having autism after a cesarean birth. Cesarean birth should not be undertaken lightly. Due to the risk of cesarean birth, it needs to be saved for when vaginal birth cannot be safely achieved. We welcome further feedback on this brochure as a way of continually improving our service. Send your feedback to their email address. And please don't email them because you can bet they've gotten a whole bunch of emails about this in the past few days, and it has been since withdrawn, I believe. I certainly hope so, because holy... Okay, there's no research at all linking cesarean birth and rate of autism. There's none. Zero. There's even a little bit of research. It was bad research, we found out, but there was originally some research that indicated that there might be a link between autism and mercury poisoning, and then again it was debunked. But even that has more research behind it than a link between cesarean and... So, science-free, right there, which is really what you want from a hospital, science-free communication. And then there's the part where they talk about your child having autism, and then the next paragraph there, right there, yeah, they say cesarean birth should not be undertaken lightly. So having an autistic kid is dangerous, apparently? Is something you don't want? Cool. Good to know that I'm not wanted by lots of people. And I'm a scary prospect for lots of people to have for kids. Good to know. Thank you, Westmead. I mean, imagine if it said gay. You could totally substitute child with autism for gay child really easily, because there's just as much correlation between cesarean sections and gay babies than there is between cesarean sections and autistic babies. So, yeah. Don't have a cesarean because your kid might come out gay. But people do this all the frickin' time. They write stuff where they talk about, reducing the chance of having a child with autism. Thanks. Good to know. Or, this is linked to children with autism. Why do you want to know that? You want to reduce that chance? Or do you want to increase that chance? I'm assuming you don't want to increase it, which is a damn shame because we're pretty funny people and we're good with computers. Some of us. Stereotypes, of course. But just... it's such a frickin' slog sometimes, going through this world. Every once in a while you think you're good, and then some new person pops up and compares you to urinary incontinence. don't do this. Please. Don't. Just, even if statistically, even if the point that this person is trying to make is that, that it's not worth considering, perhaps, which I don't think is the point that they were trying to make, because there is a connection between vaginal birth and urinary incontinence, whereas there's literally flat zero connection between cesarean and autism. I'm not even trying to get in on the cesarean versus vaginal birth debate, or I'm not going to suddenly start talking about pelvic floor issues. I have never been pregnant, so not really my area anyway. But even if what this person is trying to do is say, oh, well, it's not worth considering. Why did you gotta pick autism? Why can't you pick something else? Why can't you pick freckles? No one's getting offended by freckles. The, freckle rights lobby isn't gonna get up your butt about anything. Pick something. Why you gotta pick me, man? For Pete's sake. Okay, so I think what Westmead Hospital has recently had the opportunity to learn is the importance of messaging. And before you produce communications, it's a good idea to run it by the people mentioned in the thing. In this case, run it past pregnant people and run it past autistic people. If everyone's cool with it, then you hit publish. But if you don't do that, you might run into problems like this, which is a good reason for all y'all out there working at different companies to make sure that the people in your communications department represent a diversity of viewpoints. Because whether they do or not, your employees are going to be diverse and your clients are going to be diverse, and they are going to hold you to the standard of diversity that they themselves represent. So you can either meet that market or you can fail it. Like Westmead just did. Holy moly.